Torbjorn, and Crimzo will die. That's not a great start there for the Dallas Fuel.
Absolutely gutted the second he stepped outside. But Decay's traded. Dallas at least able to turn up some aggression to try and make this a fairly even fight, and they do a good job. They end up trading 3 for 3. They actually have the better position. If they rotate back to the point, if they can get past Stitch, they're going to be fine. But
I was going to say, it is the debatably a better point. You are in between our rolls.
Twofold is only God's role here as being a good after the Sombra as she reveals herself, but also pretty nasty to a Roadhog if Molten Core comes out. But that EMP was lights out, and Dallas Fuel really could only do anything with that self-destruct, and even that was...
You see the shield being worked down.
A lot of early damage on Gamsu. Matt has to be a sound barrier now for the Dallas Fuel as the Death Blossom came in from Doha. Eventually he found his target. Decay is removed. Dallas invest heavily though. Sound barrier shatter. Death Blossom in that fight. But they get the W and they're up at 30%. We're gonna get aggressive like this. Beaver at the front. Doha though got caught out of the mix somehow. Janu, his fishing exploits legendary. Able to find the kill, but still, Stitch is able to chime in, getting rid of Crimzo, so there'll be no recovery for Dallas there anyway. Crucially for Dallas, they don't spend any ultimates really. They build some up though. They're going to have a Molten Core and a Coalescence. Frontliners from Dallas had their abilities taken away from them for now, and a Bionic Grenade on towards Gamsu makes his life oh so hard. Still, he's able to stay alive, and now Crimzo's Coalescence will be topping the Dallas Fuel back up. They're in control of the point. Tuba gets out of dodge.
They lose Arc and Valkyrie to the...
They're aware of it. They need to move to retake it, but Stitch is in such a fantastic spot. Oh dear! Oh my! Doha goes off the edge. It looks like he was knocked away by the Coach Gun or Johnny or someone similar. Either way, that Death Blossom doesn't get much value. Crimzo was able to fade away before he's taken down, but the prediction dynamite from Switz is absolutely on point. Excuse me. Nothing that could be done about that one. Doha is removed in Stitch. We know him as that hit scan aficionado. Makes his mark.
For the Hog, for the Torbjorn, right? Like, who do you think you can get more value from? Like, Mei or the Torb? Like, I would make a pretty strong argument towards Mei, personally. But I could see this variation of it and why you would run something like this.
How does this Dallas composition even interact with Pharah, man? A little too risky to leverage all of that energy. Only got hacked somehow, but he's going to play out of line of sight. Safe mostly from Janu, but still will be forced away, and that gives Decay enough time to come in, snatch up the kill.
Yeah, they back up there to keep Decay healed up.
From Crimzo as he backs up to the point. Dallas win the fight?
No,
it's an upward inflection.
This is not a winning fight.
Not convincing, Matthew, and they get the point, but that's it.
No.
The Justice pushed back in.
Look, you lose Onigod early, and that's not even really the biggest thing. You end up expending all those ults, and the Justice do a great job. This is going to be so tough for Dallas Fuel.
EMP comes in. Sound barrier came in after, and Decay's Graviton Surge gets eaten up. The Dallas Fuel had to come up with something big to stay in the round, and that was exactly what they needed. To shut down a key ultimate from Decay, but Paintbrush crucially. Likely Decay got a lot of energy. Yeah, looks like he wants Janu. All right, Gamsu. Okay, decent shatter. Very good one. But the follow-up wasn't really there, and Tuba had already started using the barrage. Crimzo lasers 2 down with the Coalescence, but they may not be enough. Diva on the point right now as it is overtime. Janu's forward, only got here in Doha, has an EMP, so the chips seem to be falling in favor of the Dallas Fuel, but Stitch gets the first EMP. Aimgod goes over the edge though. Big environmental kill from Paintbrush to take out so much of the healing from the Justice. EMP from Doha doesn't appear to have really caught anyone, but it'll get Stitch with a manual hack and remove him easily enough. Tuba's in deep trouble. Paintbrush might look to try and hunt this one down. The pocket is still there, and Tuba's able to get Onigod, but just the one kill. Here's a Wrecking Ball now, but he got hacked straight away, and Janu can't do too much, even with the pocket of Arc. Paintbrush will sit inside the point. Still overtime somehow being prolonged by him. Right, look for one of his backlines. So Decay wants to stay relevant, stay at the front line here. Tuba gets just the one kill from that barrage. Decay is forced back a little bit here, looking for whoever Aimgod's would-be pursuer was. Paintbrush with a Bionic Grenade. Can't do too much there. No passive healing. It's a messy round. Yeah. That sucks for Crimzo. He goes for Coalescence to stall, and he'd already lost the point control.
It still may be something where, I was going to say Dallas may be able to make something out of this.
Wants the EMP on towards Crimzo, so we can't fade away. Decay notices that as well, and he combines. The pincer removes the main healer from the Dallas Fuel. Even with the sound barrier in play, Dallas trying to fight back now, getting rid of Aim God. The connection was good there by Gamsu on the landing, but the rest of the fuel, you can't even see them. They're not in position.
Gamsu, Primal Rage, trying to knock some players off the side.
At best, he forced a recall there from Tuba, but no one else was really in position for him to get an easy kill on. He does at least get rid of Arc, though, and it was the rest of us. And all they needed was the successful Graviton Surge from Decay. Stitch used his bomb, gets only got to the switch to Ash, ends up paying off with that ultimate. And that should lock Lee Zhang up pretty comfortably now. Gamsu on the wrecking ball gets caught in the corner. Nowhere to go now as the last defense matrix will at least cut down some of that whole hog damage, but not nearly enough. And Doha gets caught to his own demise. Notes on the outside looking in is Mini Diva on the down charger or a nano. The ultimate that were paired with Dragon Blade to give it more effectiveness. So that is a great question. Gamsu burns down here, but it's actually with straight trades. Doha stays alive late in the fight, but Stitch gets a bomb to the point.
We're going to see, right? It's got to be towards the supports. You have Johnny with the whole hog. He'll take out Gamsu. That'll be one tick on the point here for the Dallas Fuel.
Note gets desuited there, and it's late in the fight. Dallas do get a tick, but the Justice are dealing with the most pertinent threat, which is the personnel, boots on the ground from the Dallas Fuel.
And let's say you wanted to combine.
You can essentially replace himself with Bob now if he gets hit with the Dragon Blade straight away.
Tuba takes out Crimzo.
So trade is there, but Crimzo not being there with the Coalescence is really bad for Dallas. Doha. Oh, that's a hack health pack! He's staying to 27 and he's taken down! Oh, from the grave! Tuba just gives Doha such a hard time, and like a lot of pressure going in Aim God's direction.
Doha got slapped.
Doha slapped! Oh no! Aim God shuts it down. The Dragon Blade will never get used. And it's the Graviton Surge now for Decay to let go. It's all gone horribly wrong for the Dallas Fuel. And now this has turned into an utter massacre. Gamsu's removed on the point. Decay moves back with plenty of charge. Pulse Bomb will almost take care of him. But much like most of this map, close but no cigar. Dallas Fuel definitely questionable. Note is, well, okay, he's backed away there. Nicely done. He gets rid of Stitch, so follows the Ash. Decay moves to the point here. Bear in mind, only 51.6% required by the Justice, so the Fuel need to keep their wits about them, but this is a good start.
Yeah, good start for the Dallas. They get some kills close to a sound barrier at all. So you're just trying to live here for Decay. He gets hacked. They could use a nano boost onto him just to keep him alive.
And the healing is there as well. The damage reduction is so huge to Decay. He's charged up. There's another Graviton Surge. He doesn't even need it to connect. Again, it's deja vu from yesterday. Taking position on the point, and only got is a long way away from the rest of his team. Tuba eventually runs him down. Decay doesn't need to overcommit here on the rest of the Fuel because they are outnumbered and they are outgunned, and they are out of time here on point A. Decay charges ahead, gets himself a quick double, and Paintbrush disintegrates.
I mean, you're not gonna. There's not even really a lot to talk about there.
You saw the fastest map times presented by Xfinity earlier on today, and this one has potential to go that way. The trade only got for Decay. Janu now falling means there's no front line left for the Washington Justice here, and still Stitch is looking for something. Okay, with Valkyrie, Crimzo goes down, over the point goes on, and Stitch is now going to turn up on nose! Doha's in trouble without a front line, without the durability. The Justice still stick around for the fight. They got themselves 2 ticks, and they may have more. Paintbrush, did he just run into a wall? He's going to try and touch. There was a brief moment of stalling from Paintbrush. He comes back on the Mercy, but Doha is down, and the Dallas Fuel are in full stall. It wasn't supposed to go this way. This wasn't supposed to happen. The Dallas desperately clinging on to hope, trying to stay alive on Voskaya.
And these are their map picks. The Justice so close to setting up 4 minutes and change time. Dallas looks like they'll get a hold here at the end. Still 96% on this point. Great for Washington.
By the time they're detonated, Stitch is unable to find a kill right now with that lapse in Justice finding kills of their own. Gives an option for the Fuel. Aim God is brought back to life again. Stitch finds 2. Again, turning it around. Decay gets healed up, but he's ready to return to the fight. He's low on charge, but he's high on health. Now up to 55. A lot of pressure coming his way from Note, and only God seems to have saved things for now for Dallas. A gigantic triple with 2 given out by Only God right now. The hook! It's huge! Johnny finds Only God. It's just a sliver of him peeks around the door. Stitch needs to be careful though. Has the coach gun away. He's got hit with a large bionic grenade, and there might be some time for Only God to return back to the fight with Bob in tow, and it looks like that'll be the case. The Graviton Surge from Note connects well. It buys enough target. Gamsu though He's punching out Z's. Note goes down. Bob is in action right now, and he gets rid of Decay as an EMP cuts all the way through the shielding of Decay. Johnny, what can be done here? The primal weight Winston falls awfully quickly. Looked like a preemptive hook to the high ground as he's put to sleep. Only got hit with the binding grenade and is very low. Stitch can't find the shot and only got again stands up. Nicely done by Dallas. This is a fantastic stabilization.
Absolutely. They keep only got on
high ground for now. Only got. Okay, the Ashes are really doing quite a job of opening up these fights, and there had to be an instant resurrect from Paintbrush. Janu moved on to the point with Whole Hog. The binding grenade didn't seem to bother him. Maybe got a bubble in that moment. Trying to force Bob away with his own Whole Hog. There's no one else to really target. And yeah, straight into his crosshairs. Do the opponents fall? The Justice managed to get it. The Kree is one of the most incredible that I've seen in a long time when I get to watch him play in Apex. Regardless here, Stitch and Janu have gone down, so the door might be starting to open up for the Dallas Fuel, and Decay can't work. Only got down. So Dallas just play a pretty straightforward composition here. No smoke or mirrors, Matthew. Come the Bobs, and that's the EMP. Doha had the translocate out there. That's just because Tuba went in for an EMP now. It doesn't really hit anyone. It might actually be too clear. Doha from the point. I don't know. Maybe force the translocate? It buys time. Janu gets back into the fight now, and he's going to be a real threat to Gamsu if that primal rage doesn't come up pretty quickly. I imagine that'll get used if Gamsu can't get out, and there it is. Also a Graviton Surge online for Note. This is the window for the Dallas Fuel make big impact.
Yeah, it'll be a nano boost, so that goes on to Decay, and he'll take out Note while stuck in the grab. They try and put a Winston bubble down on top of him, trying to deny anything else from coming on through, but the resources just get pumped into Decay.
Looking for Janu. Janu, even if he gets EMP'd, will be healed up, but Paintbrush is down. Stitch has found another one here. And Gamsu's dove in, but he realizes halfway through the air that the fight's already over.
Yeah, and you know what?
Gamsu looking for the high ground, but Decay is charged up and ready to go. And somehow, we see AIM got able to get back to safety inside spawn. A sleep dart parting gift on Gamsu, but Dallas are on the point here. 55 seconds left in the round. A Graviton Surge to the high ground, but Note's slow. He's forced back by Janu. Comes back with a Whole Hog. Note's charged up, but it doesn't keep him alive against Decay, and somehow the Justice are holding on. Resurrect for Note. Only got ready to try and burst down Decay as soon as he wakes up, but Tuba's close to an EMP. Doha can't get the hack. Tuba has the translocate on out, and Gamsu has fallen. Decay is charged up 90%. Again, he's put to sleep, but he has reinforcements. The wrecking ball for Janu comes on in, and Omegot goes down to a headshot from Stitch. The Justice have the players where they need them, and now they'll chase the Drakes of Dallas away. The Fuel have one more chance to stay in the 2020 playoffs.
Oh, and it's not going to be a good chance, because look at this. Paintbrush just getting staggered out here. So now what? You don't have like you're not switching over to Lucio. It's just Gamsu has to go on in. Diving into a Roadhog. That'll be an EMP. Oh, and Doha can't